Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Chad. Thanks for checking out my little project that I've got going on here. I guess I got started on this path a few years ago, basically just by managing the manure produced on the property that we live on. We've got a bunch of horses here, and they make a lot of poop. And I like growing food, so I started composting it and just managing what we have. And in doing so, I started just paying attention to what was happening around me, and I saw an enormous amount of livestock manures, animal waste, agricultural waste, food waste, all this organic matter waste going away and not being put back into use. And we're having all these really important conversations about sustainability and local and reducing our carbon footprint. And when we get to growing our own food, most of the time we just go to a garden center or a nursery or maybe a hardware store, and we buy bags of potting soil or bags of compost or bags of this amendment that just got put on a truck states away, most likely, trucked hundreds, maybe thousands of miles into me, and it basically flies in the face of these conversations that we're having about sustainability and local and lowering our carbon footprint. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't make sense. So a few years ago, I set out to do something about it, and really learning how to compost and reusing these and building soils, and had great success in doing it on this very small scale that I've been doing it on. And I always had this idea in my head that I wanted to take this up to a larger level than just providing for myself and for a few members of my community, that I wanted to really get this out and provide this for everybody and have an effect and do something positive and give something back. So along the way, I faced these two challenges, one being location and two being equipment. Where I'd been doing this is just in the back corner of this piece of property that I live on with my wife, and it's fine. It's enough for me to manage what we create here, but it's not enough for any real volume. That problem basically solved itself last summer when I was given the opportunity to come in and take over the fledgling Blossoms and Sprouts farm here in Taos on the old Blossoms organic nursery grounds, and been doing some really great things down there. It's been a real challenge at times, but overall I would claim it a success, and working very hard to keep that project moving forward. We have our application in for organic certification on vegetable and herb transplants and seedlings for our community this summer, and we're really excited about that. So by coming onto that piece of property, the infrastructure is there for a project of this scale and of this type. When it was a nursery, there were large bays that held bulk compost and mulches and soil amendments that were freighted in, and that's the paradigm that I'm trying to get away from, is bringing in when we have so much going to waste. So the infrastructure's there, and it's great. So now I'm down to equipment. I need dump trucks, I need tractors, trailers, end loaders, mixers. We need all these things to gather up and reuse all this organic matter that's just going to waste right now, and I've got to do something about it. So that's why I'm sitting here squinting into a camera, feeling like a fool, because I'm not an actor. I'm just some guy who does things, and this is what I'm doing right now, and I need help from the world to take it up to another level and give something back to my community and to the world at large. So if you don't mind, take a couple more minutes, read down the page, see what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm producing, the kind of impact that I'm having, and the greater impact that I hope to have. Make a small contribution if you could. Please share this around the world, because I need all the help that I can get. And thank you very much for your time. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to get back to composting. See ya.